Hi guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm sharing the coloring and rendering process of my fan art of Mira from KPop Demon Hunters. First of all, sorry for not uploading a video last week. Honestly, a couple of things happened. First, my voice was terrible, so I wanted to wait until I recover. Second, I went on a trip because my boyfriend took me to a Krita concert. Of course, I couldn't miss it. And third, time just flew by and I couldn't finish everything. But the important thing is, here we are. And yes, sorry for my bad English in the previous video. It was my first time recording myself talking, and on top of that, my throat was a mess. Now about the process. My coloring workflow has changed a lot since I started drawing. Before, I used to put the base color on separate layers, but now I prefer to keep everything on one single layer, which I usually call base color. Yep, I name my layers so I don't get lost later. Then I make a copy of the line art, set it to multiply, and paint it with a slightly more saturated skin tone. That way the line ends up with a softer, prettier color. After that, I duplicate the base color layer to keep things organized, and on that copy I start the rendering and final details. Usually, I begin with the skin and face. I use a blending brush from Krita that I tweak it to my liking, and I softly blend the base color with a more saturated one. Honestly, I only use 2 or 3 brushes in total. One for sketching, one for line art, and the blending one. I don't like to complicate things so much. I first add shadows, then some highlights in a strategic spot, and I continue with everything else. Clothes, accessories, and so on. Something I always pay extra attention to is the hair. I love when it looks shiny, voluminous, and just like real hair. In this video, you'll see my older way of rendering it. I used to blur the highlights a lot, and it wasn't my favorite. So now I'm trying different ways to make them look cleaner and more polished. The idea is to go for something a bit more anime inspired, but without losing my own style. While you're watching the process, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm from Colombia. I speak Spanish, but I really love English and want to improve it. That's why I try to make my videos and content in English too. I'm 24 years old, turning 25 soon in October, and very soon I'll graduate as a multimedia engineer. It took me almost 6 years because I had to pause during the pandemic, but I finally made it and I'm so excited. to the rendering, I also leave some little details in the liner, like on the eyebrows, where I draw out teeny strokes to look like separate hairs. It's something I feel adds a personal touch to my style. The earrings though, I keep them simple because I'm not great at drawing chains, and since they were small detail, I didn't want to overcomplicate them. While we're here, a quick reminder. I'm on Patreon with 3 different tiers and monthly rewards. You can also check out this month's calendar. And on Coffee, you can support me with a little coffee or grab my wallpapers pack at a more affordable price. On Gumroad, I have the full bundle with all my Patreon content, including the Not Safe for Work. And I also have commissions open on Begin. All the links are down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I read all of them. Also, I'll start uploading shorts and separately full process video in Speedpaint with my voice chatting about random stuff. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, for supporting me, and for being here. It really means the world to me. Love you guys so much. See you in the next video, and bye bye.